Noa Protandim updates, and yeah, this is an exciting compound that I've talked about quite a bit. YouTube's on my TV show, written about it. A compound that made up of five herbs, and it's just blowing away me and actually the medical profession. Well, now it just released, actually just yesterday, from Louisiana State University, another peer-reviewed scientific article. This is number 8 now, and once again, very unusual for a natural product. Once again, most drugs don't have more than 1 or 2, and these, as we talked about before on my show, most of these are what I call third party. These are where people have just taken the product and basically done the research. Just like with drug companies, when the drug company does it in-house, that's called first and second party. Not as strong evidence because there's a possibility of maybe cheating a little bit like that. So these are all mostly now third party, so very, very exciting. So this published here in Enzyme Research, June 2011. It's kind of a review article just showing the magnificent impact that this NRF2 activator, this protandim compound, these 5 herbs, have to do on the different types of what are called survival genes. These are the most important genes of the 25,000 genes you have. I mean, it's important. I mean, I like my blue eyes, and at one time I had blonde hair, and those are all kind of genetic factors like that. But that's not going to really have too much of an impact in terms of day-to-day survival, and that's why these make them like cancer, heart attacks, diabetes. That's survival stuff. Radiation from the environment. These are all, once again, things that can either kill us or we survive, and these survival genes are very important. And so in this article here, as I've talked about a lot, they talk a lot about what's called P53, the angel gene. And this is a particular type of part of the surveillance of our body in terms of keeping you to be able to survive. Because if you have cancer, guess what? You're not going to survive, and depending on what stage it's at in terms of your age, you might not be able to reproduce. So it's an important survival factor. So this P53, if it's working right, goes up and down the little, down the street and checking all the genes, and if the P53 detects some type of damage or mutation, then what it does, it either fixes it or destroys it. End of story with cancer. So that's why they're so exciting. We talked a little bit about drug companies and biotech companies are falling over themselves, trying to, once again, find something that can activate this or actually correct any type of damage to P53. So very, very exciting. So in this article here, once again, there it is right there, Real Science, shows you that this particular type of natural product is very, very powerful in terms of helping skin cancer, which is the fastest growing type of cancer. So take a look at it, and we'll talk to you soon. And welcome back to NRF2 Oxidative Stress Update, Dr. Noah, and just kind of showing you in terms of the importance of understanding some type of therapy or some type of approach in terms of dealing with NRF2, as we talked about, which regulates up to 400 to 600 genes. We just talked a little bit earlier about a new study that came out with skin cancer. And also oxidative stress, which is the dogma of all type of diseases like that. So I just kind of go through the different types of scientific evidence there. So Alzheimer's is a big deal. There was a big conference back in December of 2010 showing that the medical profession, like most of the things, has nothing to offer like that. But once again, the average Alzheimer's patient costs about $90,000 for doing nothing. Okay, well, let's not get into that right now. So in this Alzheimer's Disease Association Disorders 2000, yeah, real science here, oxidative stress, anti-oxidants, and Alzheimer's disease. So we know that drugs and other things don't work, but well, once again, that's what's so sad. In the drug journals themselves, they say, yeah, there are alternatives there, but it's not the drugs. And so, as it says here, recent evidence in the field of Alzheimer's disease research, this is their quotation, not mine, has highlighted the importance of oxidative process in its pathogenesis, or how it's created like that. And then the end of the thing, because of the proximal role of oxidative stress, means closeness to mechanism, seem to play in the pathogenesis cause of Alzheimer's disease, further investigation in the realm may lead to novel therapeutic strategies. So even the drug doctors, the drug type of research understands that this is promising, but where's the money go? It goes to drugs that don't work because they make lots of money. Well, in this Journal of Biomedicine and Biotechnology, 2002, and this is from Case Western Reserve University. Oh, that's right. That's a university with science. and they have a whole article on this. And what they say here, in the role of oxidative stress mechanisms seems to play in the pathogenesis of Alzheimer's disease, may lead to novel clinical interventions. So there's over and over, these scientists are looking into the real cause of these diseases and finding real type of choices in terms of making like that. So finding a substance that has oxidative stress as its key factor in terms of reducing, this NRF2 activator called protandim has been shown scientifically, published in Free Radical Biology, once again, and only by the most premier scientist in the world on free radical biology, Dr. McCord, showing that in 30 days you were able to bring your oxidative stress down to a baby. So isn't that kind of important? So if that's something to concern about, don't think about waiting for some genetic engineering. It's happening now. The science says so. So be happy, prosper, and have a happy day. Thanks.